But there you go, 3 really good designs from one print-on-demand design. I want to show you the process of turning t-shirt designs into various Pinterest pins. With Pinterest, you want to make sure your designs are really professional looking, really eye-catchy, because at the end of the day, you've got so many other pins you're kind of competing with, and you want to stand out. So consider posting colors that pop, like red and green and bright blue, and also consider posting faces because people immediately stop when they see another face. And hopefully all of these different elements put together, it will allow your Pinterest pin to stand out and actually get more clicks. So in this video, I want to show you how you can turn one t-shirt design or one print-on-demand design into 3 different Pinterest pins using Placeit and Canva. Now you could turn it into 20 different Pinterest pins, but I want to keep this video really short and really to the point and just show you 3. This is just a fun, quick video that will most certainly help you create better quality and better looking Pinterest pins. This is the graduation design. Now, I'm not saying this design is going to get any sales, but I'm going to show you now how I would turn this design into 3 different Pinterest pins that can all lead back to the Etsy listing or the Redbubble listing or the Amazon listing. It doesn't really matter. So this is the design we're going to be working with. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up Placeit. Now Placeit, if you want, by the way, has a 15% discount in the description if you use my link. And what we have to do with Placeit is I need to log in actually. And all we need to do is search graduation, right? Now Placeit basically have one of the largest mock-up libraries on the internet. And that's why I think they're amazing. So let's have a look. So we've got so many different ones. We've got this one, we've got this one, we've got this one. It doesn't really matter which one we go for. So we're going to start with this one and we're going to go for a few different ones because, as I said, we need to make 3 different Pinterest pins. And this is exactly how I would do it. So first thing we need to do is change the color of the t-shirt to black. Then we need to add our image. So upload from your device. This is what the image will look like. That's the placing of it. Get it? Placing. Right. And then perfect, right? That is exactly what it would look like if someone wore this t-shirt. Now all we need to do is click download, right? Really, really simple. Once it's downloading, we will go to Canva and we will actually search for Pinterest. Now Canva also costs around $10 every single month, or £10 for that matter, but you can use Canva for free. Right, and also just to quickly say, Placeit also have a few free mock-ups as well. I like paying because I just want access to all of them. Right, so with Pinterest, we can create a blank Pinterest pin. Let's go back here and click download. And now it's showing up over here. So we can just drag this in and it should show up in our uploads. Perfect. Right, now we need to drag this out and up. We don't need all this extra space. And remember, we're trying to make a good looking Pinterest pin, okay? So what we might do here is we want to kind of make it look enticing and interesting. So let's add some graphical elements to it, okay? And we're gonna make that red because remember we said we wanted it to be bright. We need it to stand out. In fact, we could actually make it bright blue to match the color of the shirt. Because with Canva, you can actually match. You can see we can match the colors on the actual thing, but that doesn't really stand out very much, so let's go for a slightly brighter blue. That could stand out, and then we can just copy and paste this, bring this down. I like how that's at an angle there, that's quite nice. And now what we can do is we can add some text because Pinterest don't mind if there's text, right? It's not like a Facebook ad where you get penalized for having too much text. Here, this is absolutely fine, we can have text. Whatever the text may say, I don't know off the top of my head. So, okay, so we've gone with this one called Gagalin, and it's actually a free font, so you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to have Canva Pro for that, right? And there we go, enticing text, and we're gonna put some enticing text down there. This is how easy it is to create a Pinterest pin. But hang on, we said we want to create 3 Pinterest pins, so let's add one over here. We've now got 2. We've got 1 and we've got 2. We can get rid of this, by the way, and just scroll up and down. So this is our first one. Very easy, very simple. Now we want another one, but we want it to be a bit more zoomed in so people can actually see the design a bit better. So let's go back and just do t-shirt mockups. Just search for t-shirt mockups and see what comes up. There's 13,000 results. That's quite a lot of results. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go for this. Now we need to change the t-shirt color to black. Perfect. Right, now let's just adjust the crop of it so it's a bit higher, a bit more centered. That should be perfect. Right, and now background. We don't want a background. However, if we did keep the background, we could remove it very easily within Canva itself, but that's fine. Now let's download that. Now, as well as that, I want to download just someone's face. So let's go again to graduation. Okay, that one looks good. Let's add the t-shirt. This will probably allow you, there we go, look, you can add 2 different t-shirts. Now, I'm not gonna suggest doing that because you don't wanna confuse anyone, but what you could do is you could add 2 different colors. So this is what we're gonna do here. We're going to add it in, you know, a blue because I'm also selling it in blue, let's say. Right, now what we've got to do is we're going to download this one as well. Once they're both downloaded, I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. It's going to be really, really cool. What we're going to do is we're going to drag this in, first one, and I'm going to really, really zoom in. Like really, really, really zoom in. Then we're going to add this one, right? Now with this one, we want to crop this because we don't want this whole image. So we're going to crop, and we're just going to go for their faces. I'm going to click done. And again, we're going to zoom this in and angle this to the side. And what we could even do is just entirely change the background. So we could change the background to the t-shirt design, which kind of gives us all the borders, but that doesn't look very good, right? It looks like it's just been plonked there. So what we could do is we could angle this a bit less and give it its own separate border, right, in white. And that could look quite nice. So that kind of gives it a nice white border. We can move this around a bit just to kind of get it more centered. And there we have, we've got one design. I'm not such a fan of the white over here, so I'd probably change this white to the color of the shirt just because it's quite nice, and then change the text to white, change this text to white, and then change these to an entirely different color, either black maybe, or to match the color of the shirt potentially, or we could go for a light gray and make it slightly thinner. Let's just copy and paste that. There, that definitely looks a lot better. Okay, so we've got this first one. Again, nice showing off the design. We've got this second one showing off the design. They all look really, really professional. You can have them looking a lot more fun, but we're going to create one more because I said we're going to be doing 3 in this video, but I want to just keep it very short, so I might speed through this one. So this one that I've gone for here is nothing to do with graduation. I just thought it was a different design. I like the fact that it's thin and long, and that way we can put it into Canva and we can still use other elements, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So let me download that. Once that's downloading, we can go and have a look at what we want this to be like. And by the way, if you want, we can just use any of the pre-made templates. They look amazing, and we can literally just put our images in. But I wanted to create something from scratch so you can see how, you know, my brain works when I'm looking at a design and thinking how I can create, you know, different pins. We just have to drag it in. And if we really want, we can use, so look at that, that's perfect. Right, now if we really want, we could use the elements that they have here. So if we put in graduation, we can see they've got a whole bunch of different elements here which could easily be used, right? There's so many different things going on. I like that as a background, to be honest, right? That's a really cool looking background. We can change the opacity of it. So let's make this our background for this one. Move it to the back. Let's change the opacity. How cool that is. That is really, really cool. It's just a nice little touch to it. We can add scrolls, we can add the hats, we can add banners. I really, really like that. And now what we could do is we could add one more, you know, place it mock-up in. Okay, I actually decided to go with this one because it just I feel like it looks perfect for it. So let me add the image. She's just looking in the right direction. I'm going to add the t-shirt in a different color. I'm going to do the red t-shirt because I really like that one actually. And then let's change it to red. I'm not going to use this whole image though because it's a bit too much. But let's download this, have a look in Canva and see what it would look like. So what we have so far is this. And by the way, I think this is absolutely fine. If we just did these 3 images, and we use some text in this one over here, right? We could easily do some text here and here. Make this one a bit smaller, right? That could easily work, right? We could easily have text, and that could be our 3 designs. And they look really good together. They genuinely look really good. And on our Pinterest, account, it's gonna all match. It's gonna look really pretty, and that's exactly what we want. We want it to look professional, pretty, and make sure it all matches. However, we could also go for this. So let me remove this text. Let's add this one, and we can see what that will do. So firstly, what we need to do is we need to remove the background here, because we don't want this background. So what we can do is, once we've made the right size, literally make the right size, and then what we're going to do is we're going to Effects, Background Remover, and I have to say, out of all the background removers, the Canva one is so flipping amazing. It's ridiculous. It just works. Look at that. It just works. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to apply that. Now I might move it behind this person. Perfect. And that's pretty good. Now we can make it a bit smaller potentially, kind of get him like, look at me, but maybe make it a bit bigger actually. I think it'll look better. Right, I think that's really cool. Now, I would change the opacity of this also a bit, just because I kind of want this one to stand out a bit more. And there we go. We have 3 wicked Pinterest designs, and if I'm being honest, I actually preferred this Pinterest design with the enticing text instead of the image, so we could always just change that back. But there you go, 3 really good designs from one print on demand design. So by the way, you can easily turn this into 20 if you really wanted to. It's that simple. Just keep adding and keep tweaking. They can look similar, but just kind of make them a bit different. And it's that simple. That is 1 design turned into 3 Pinterest pins. And remember, we could turn this easily into 20 plus Pinterest pins. Now all we need to do is upload them to Pinterest, use relevant keywords for the title and the description, and then add a link to the image. That way when people click it, they will go through to your shop and hopefully buy. Now there is absolutely no guarantees that this will get more sales. Nothing can really guarantee more sales. However, this can increase the amount of traffic going to your t-shirt, which should hopefully, in theory, get you more sales. So thank you very much for watching, and good luck with creating your Pinterest pins.